This is peak Reddit seduction right here. How to approach her. I love a girl in my college. She's beautiful. I want to talk to her, but I can't. IDK, how to start. You know, that's a very good question, and I think it's perfectly healthy to believe that you're in love with a girl that you haven't met and have had zero conversations with. Here's the top comment. Cold approaching without a prior, clear choosing signal is going to be a rejection 99.99% of the time. It might even be jarring to her. But if you really need see if she's interested, you need to position yourself so that she can see you clearly before the approach. Then, when she looks at you, if she looks away right away, just keep it moving, bro. So here's what you do. Like the girl's over there. You walk around, you get in a position where she can make eye contact with you, and you just stare until she looks at you, and she's like, okay. Oh, guess she wasn't interested. I didn't get the choosing signal. So I'm not gonna give it a shot. Too bad. But if you get lucky and she stares at you for longer than 3 seconds, then you can gently approach and introduce yourself. You have this Redditor's permission to gently approach. She will still most likely reject you with a common line such as, I have a boyfriend or hubby, or I'm not dating right now, I'm focusing on my career. Just keep it moving. Cold approach is meant to be a fun activity. It can lead into conversation, friendships, and connections. Look, I actually agree with that part. If I was you, although the rest was just, okay. If I was you, don't chase or simp. Just focus on you. And when a girl gives you a signal, such as when all of a sudden you start running into her everywhere out of nowhere, or you catch them staring at you, because, yeah, you see a girl once, and chances are she's just gonna stay in your life and you're gonna keep running into her. It's not like most people that you meet, you only have one shot and you're never going to see them again. Then you might have a better chance at hitting it off with them because they already chose you to begin with. So this guy is really implementing the AMS and Steph is Cold brilliant advice that is helping men everywhere learn to be alpha by not being confident enough to just go up and make your intentions clear like a man, like someone with confidence, but instead to wait for permission just to say hello, because that's what alpha males do. Remember, girls make it super easy to be talked to when they like you. Look, the really dumb part about this advice is that I can guarantee this person barely gets any dates. They barely have any success with women to speak of, but they've heard from some charismatic guy on the internet, Steph is Cold, AMS, that you should wait for choosing signals. Here's the thing. If you're AMS, waiting for choosing signals can work because he's a guy that was always very confident. I believe he's pretty tall, he's very muscular, and so he's going to get more choosing signals. And because he was always very confident, he's not going to hesitate to approach when a girl gives him choosing signals. 99.99% of guys aren't like that. They need to overcome their approach anxiety before waiting for choosing signals would ever work in a million years. And look, I do get choosing signals a lot more than I used to because I know how to carry myself, how to hold eye contact in a way that gets women to react. And so I do get more choosing signals than I used to. But still, the vast majority of women that I did end up dating or hooking up with never gave me choosing signals. I didn't wait for that. And if I did, I would have missed most of those opportunities. The idea that you're going to get rejected 99.99% of the time, that's a completely arbitrary, made-up statistic that just makes what you're saying sound correct. You're framing things in a way that is beneficial to you without any evidence or reason or logic to actually show that what you're saying is true. If you're going to make a claim that is a bold, strong claim, you should have some evidence for it. It's not obviously true that 99.99% of women are going to reject you. I can say that's far from the case for me. It's far from the case for the men that I coach, but it might be for you because clearly your mindset is horrible and that is going to be repulsive. Or more likely, you just never approach because you're afraid to, and you've decided, oh, well, 99.99% I would get rejected, so I'm not going to try. I'm not going to give it a shot. I'm too cool to do that. And so you've convinced yourself not to try based on a statistic that you haven't even validated through real life experience. That is sad. If you enjoyed this rant, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, and if you're serious about getting your dating life handled and not getting a 99.99% rejection rate, actually having success with cold approach like many of my clients do, you can check out the testimonial page below for proof of that. Then make sure to click the link below to sign up for a free coaching call in which we will help give you a step-by-step strategy that will guarantee you get the success in dating that you've always wanted.